Hey everybody, today is Friday. We made it. And in case you have never seen this show before, I go from 5 and work my way down to number 1. This is called PT's Punch. Oh no, baby, this ain't no tea. Damn, this is good today. Oh, it's going to be juicy. Today I got a lot to talk about. Before I go any further though, I want to give a special shout out to a special lady. And I think you know exactly who she is. Her name is Vivica A. Fox. Yes. Child, I was on Twitter the other day. And I saw that she had blocked somebody. Somebody got out of line and she blocked them. You know, I always said, when I become a celebrity, when people do stuff to me, would I be able to block them? Well, baby, if she can block you, I'm going to block you. I'm the king and queen of blocking somebody. I do not play, honey. I ain't got time to sit up there and argue with you and play with you. But anyway, shout out to Vivica A. Fox, the legendary. And then she responded back to me. I was like, oh, she responded. She liked what I said to her. That was so sweet. And I said, man, hopefully when I go to, LA for Lunel, my girlfriend's birthday party, hopefully, you never know, I might run into her. But anyway, thank you, Vivica, for, liking my my response to you, and that really made my week. All right. I also want to send a shout out to Gerald of Raleigh, North Carolina, by way of Norfolk, Virginia. And I also want to send a shout out to the Norfolk, Virginia. There's a room, and a lot of you guys won't be able to join this room because it's a lot of history. But remembering the college Q days, and there's a couple of people that I want to acknowledge: Walter, Fred, Danita, Echo, Ray, Don, Fabulous, Toni Childs, just to name a few. And of course, Gina. Now, I didn't get everybody, but if I didn't get your name, it's not no disrespect. I love you all you guys there in Norfolk, all right? All right, so here we go. Now, before I go any further, I have a sponsor, and y'all keep telling me, PT, don't be using that old crazy salt. You better get you some kosher salt. But anyway, sea salt, which y'all already got this from the dollar store. I get everything from the Dollar Tree. And it's good. Now, y'all let me know if this ain't good for me, because I've been using it. It's really, really good. All right? So this is my sponsor for today. This is coarse kosher salt. All right. All right, here we go. Shopper's Top 5, number 5. I'm going to be talking about the one and the only. This is crazy. Oprah. She had something she had to say. Shopper's Top 5, number 4. This lady's going to get punched today. Every once in a while, punch somebody. Shopper's Top 5, number 2. Toni Braxton has something to say about her big mouth sister, Tamar. And of course, Showbiz Top 5, number 2, The Breakfast Club is getting into it with Monique. Monique getting into it with The Breakfast Club. Monique getting into it with Oprah. Monique, this is crazy. I'll tell you what I got to say about Monique. Showbiz Top 5, number 1. Y'all know I love me some Wendy, but yesterday, she let me down. And hopefully by the time you see this video, by the time this video posts, early Friday morning, she have come on TV, and maybe she fixed it. I don't know. I'll tell you about what happened in just a second. All right, here we go. Well, in case you guys wanted to know about Oprah, Oprah said, honey, it's not going to happen. She was in the InStyle magazine, and she said she's always been secure about who she was and what she wanted, but she won't be running for president. A lot of people have been saying, run, you should go, but she said she's not running. And do I think this is a good thing? I think Oprah's not telling the truth. And if she is going to run, she's not going to say nothing just quite yet. Do I think she should? Why not? We live to see our first black president. Man, I'm ready to die and go to heaven. We get our first black woman president, the first woman and black president. Oh, all hell will break loose. So, we'll see what happens. I love Oprah regardless. It's one thing about politics. Once you get into politics and stuff, you really get to know how a person feels. Because I used to like Donald Trump till I found out the whore was crazy. But I'm just saying. So keep your ears and eyes open for Oprah 2020. Okay, this is number 4. Now, have y'all ever been driving, You get stopped by the police and you have a warrant out for your arrest, and you get about 5 or 6 different names, or you mess up on your name, and you mess up. Well, look, I ain't never had that problem. Look, when they pulled me over, I just say, "Oh, I'm PT." Show them my ID and keep it moving. But some of us can't do that. Well, let me tell you about this heifer. She was in Alabama. And she goes by the name of Jaleesa Gaines. Well, she was pulled over because this stupid hoe had her tags were out. That's one thing you do not do, child. When you drive around and your tags are out, you're asking to be stopped by the popos. You're asking to get popped or punched, should I say. Well, she gets pulled over. And so, she's, when a person has done something and they get pulled over, when you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, you're going to be nervous. And let me tell you a quick story. I remember one time I wasn't going to tell it, but I decided I'd go ahead and tell it. I remember years ago, I know I was staying in an apartment complex and I was going to transfer to another complex. So, you had to put up a deposit or transfer fee, whatever. So I put up the transfer fee, it's $100, something like that. And the landlord, he liked me. It wasn't my type, but he liked me. Now, my thing is this: why, if you like me, why don't you make me put up a transfer fee? Because they know he wasn't going to get done. So anyway, child, I gave him the check and didn't think anything else about it. Changed my mind and told him, hey, don't let the check go through. I know y'all know the rest of the story. So years went by, months and days went by. And one night, I had decided I was going to tip up and drag because I had just got a gig. This has been like 7, 8 years ago. And I was so excited I had got this gig. I was going to be working down on the strip. I was so excited. So I had put on my biggest Miss Texas hair. I had the big Dolly Parton hair on, honey. The thigh-high boots. And I was tipping down the street. And all of a sudden, whoop, here comes Tilly. We call him Tilly. From Texas. So, child, the man pulled me over. Remember, how you doing, officer? When a bitch ain't got no warrant, you real friendly. So I'm like, hey, officer, how you doing? My name is PT. I'm going to be working at this club, and I'm so excited. I'm just going out to party. Didn't have a car at the time. So I'm doing, here's my ID. Well, when you're confident, you just pull the ID out, right? So I put the ID out. So, he goes back to the car, and I'm like, all right, baby, I'm ready to go party, get my party on. So, Lord, the show taking him a long time. Have you ever been in the car and you're looking through the rearview mirror like, damn, it's taking him a long time. I said, damn, this motherfucker taking a long time. So I'm just sitting there waiting. So he comes back. I'm not giving you my legal name. He goes, PT, you have a warrant out for your, huh? Oh, Lord, I don't want to go to jail with this wig on. My mama killed me. My daddy killed me with this wig on and this lipstick and all this stuff. So the man was so nice. He was like, you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. It's not that serious. It's just for it was a check. The check was $100, but by the time they, run the check and they go through all that, I end up paying $800 for the damn $100 check. They put me on the payment plan, and that was it. But anyway, back to the story for this crazy heifer. So if you got any warrants and stuff, make sure you don't have no warrants when you're riding around dirty. So anyway, or walking dirty. So this heifer decides, when she gets stopped, they pull her over. They look into the trunk, and this heifer had her child dead, wrapped up in a sweater. So they ask her, well, like, what's going on? Like, whatever. She acted like she didn't know what was going on. She was nonchalant, like she didn't know nothing, or nothing, like, duh. I'm like, how could somebody, well, not how could someone, why do people do this to their kids? Why do you do this to your kids? You had an opportunity to fix it. You had an opportunity to take this child in, do this child right. This child has to come into this world. If you don't want to keep the child and you don't want to do right by your children, give them to somebody else. And then in the long run, even though it may seem, and I hope I'm talking to somebody today. I hope I'm talking to somebody today. Somebody watching this video, and if you don't, let me just say this: not even a child. You're grown, your husband or your wife. Don't kill your children. Don't kill your husband. Don't kill your wife. Just move on with your life. If you're not happy, you're depressed, I don't know. She probably said that she was depressed or whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say, but I know just lock her ass up, and today she gets PT's punched. Let's move on. It's gonna be number 3. Well, Tamar been running her mouth lately. And she been talking about her sister Toni. I've been talking about Birdman. I've been talking about he allegedly, you know, defaulted on his mansion and all this kind of stuff happened. And, Tamar's been running around allegedly saying that, well, no, not allegedly, but even Toni said this, that her and Birdman was married because she said her sister got a big mouth. We all have a sister or brother with a big mouth. But anyway, she's saying it's not true they're not married, even though she had this huge ring on her finger. So, I don't know, but I know they're making music together, so we'll stay tuned for that. But the other thing that she's going to be doing, she's also going to be doing a movie. It's on Lifetime. She's going to be doing this. It's called Faith Under Fire. It's an Antoine Tough story. So, it should be really, really interesting. So hopefully, that works out for Toni. I don't know about the music with Toni and Birdman, but you never know. It's time for Toni to come out of that slow. It's good, but just there's nothing wrong with trying something different. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with trying something different. So, they started dating back in 2016. So we'll see if they get married this year. I don't know. Hopefully before for Donald Trump. Anyway, let's move on. Now let's talk about the Breakfast Club. And let's talk about Monique. Well, Monique has really been talking. She's been talking a long time. And this is what I have to say about Monique. I like Monique. I know a lot of people are saying she's running her mouth too much. She's saying too much. She's doing too much. I like Monique. Do I have her back? 100%. Do I think she could have handled it another way? That's Monique. I'm not inside her. And, she make her own decisions. I don't make the decisions for her. She has to make the decisions for herself. This is the way I look at life. When you're here on this earth, you have to prepare like it's your last day. You have to do whatever you have to do, regardless if it pisses people off or not, or if it makes people squirmish, or whatever the case may be. You have to do what you have to do, whatever you do. Because listen, once you leave it, that's it. So I applaud Monique. Whether we disagree with her or agree with her or not, she's doing what she thinks she needs to do. Now, about the Breakfast Club, they gave her donkey for the day. Charlamagne the God said he didn't have a problem with Monique. He said he just felt like she could have handled it another way. And of course, they're saying that why don't you, let me go to the next time and tell you about this. And he felt like that, why don't you start your own stuff and do your own stuff, and I agree with that on that. But then why did you give her donkey of the day? If you really support this woman, don't give her the donkey of the day. Just try to say something to encourage her. But again, you're on radio, so you're doing it for the ratings. Okay. Now, of course, Cheryl Underwood was tagged up in this stuff too. Everybody's getting tagged up in it. And Cheryl said she did not say that she told Monique that, she should have got less than what she even asked for. She said she didn't say that. She said what you need to do is try to reach out to Tyler, reach out to Oprah, whoop de whoop de whoop. Listen, to me right now, Monique is hurting. Even though she may be standing up for herself and sticking up for herself, I believe that she's hurting. I mean, we're all human. She probably sitting at home. If her husband is crying, I know she's crying. And I think this would be the perfect time. White Hollywood is laughing. And I think this would be the perfect time for Oprah, Tyler Perry, whoever. And even if they don't want to do it, somebody, hopefully Lee Daniels, somebody would just step in and say, hey, y'all, enough is enough. Let's make this stuff happen. We as Black people, we have enough division. Yes, people make mistakes. Yes, maybe Monique made a mistake. But this would be the time. What would Jesus do? This would be the perfect time to go to this woman, put your arm, drop all what you think. Drop all of that and just say, hey, let's work together. Let's at least try to make this work. Let's just try. So I really don't have a problem with Monique standing up for herself. And I don't really think she compared herself to Amy I just felt like, well, if you don't think you're the shit, then ain't nobody gonna think you're the shit. She thinks she's the shit, and that's just the way it is. So I hope they come together with this. This will make Hollywood look like, damn, these Negroes came together and they did something. So we'll see. Let's move on. This is gonna be number one. This is gonna be hot, and this is gonna be juicy. Y'all know I love Wendy. Y'all know I love Wendy Williams. How you die? Well, I was watching Wendy the other morning, and here we go. Oh, Lord, give me the right words to say. Well, here we go. Well, Wendy was talking about, she was speaking about Monique, who I just got to talking about. She was saying that Monique needs to hush. Monique needs to, chill. She's not going to get any work. She's not going to do this. She's not going to do that. And just like I said about putting arms around people, and I know a lot of this is about ratings. I understand that, okay? But if I was Wendy, you know what I would do? Since so many people dog Wendy out about this Aaliyah movie, this would be a perfect time to reach out to her and say, hey, you know what? What can the hunters do for you? What can we do to make this right? Because I feel like it comes a time where even though, we feel like a person has done wrong, it comes a time where you have to stand up and be like, hey, I need to try to help this person. We all have drowned from time to time. We've all gone to our lowest. And thank God you have someone to be there for you. I was talking to a gentleman last night on Facebook, and he said, I hate feeling depressed. I never said anything to him on Facebook, even though he's on my Facebook. I had to reach out to him and say, hey, man, it's going to be okay. Things are going to get better. And after talking to him and speaking with him, he said, I really appreciate. I could have saved this boy's life. I don't know. I'm not giving myself the glory. I'm just saying sometimes you just have to reach out to people because you never know what a person is going through. So here's the problem that I have with Wendy. God, give me the right words to say. I did not like the fact that she said she was tired of the Me Too movement. And I may be kind of understand where she was coming from because now, don't get me wrong. There's some people that's probably jumping on the bandwagon, as my mama used to say. Just jumping on the bandwagon. Okay, now listen, there's been a lot of men who've been accused of rape, molestation, and a lot of other stuff that it didn't happen. Let's just be real. And I hope and pray that there's not some women out there or men, because it's the latest that Usher had a man that said anyway, that's jumping on the bandwagon and just making up names. But she should have never said that she's sick of the Me Too movement. No, my girl Wendy, no. That was the wrong thing to say. So hopefully, by the time you get this video, you guys get this video, Wendy records on Thursdays. She does 2 shows on Thursdays. So I'm sure her phone was ringing and her emails was coming and the Mercury, I forgot the production company she's with, it's Mercury something. I'm sure they reached out to her and said, Wendy got to fix that. Because Wendy don't live in Hollywood, but you don't have to live in Hollywood to know you don't never say you're sick of the Me Too movement. Y'all know I've never ever, even if you're sick of the Me Too movement, you're on TV. You got to realize there are a lot of people who look up to you, little young girls and stuff, and young boys, and they're listening to what you're saying. Now think how the little girls would think, what the little girls are saying when they leave to go to school or when they come home and they hear the show. I'm sick of the Me Too movement too. And the boys like, yeah, me too. So, let's just keep doing what we've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things you just have to watch what you say. Even though you're on TV, you still got to watch what you say. That's how you can lose your job just by saying the wrong thing. You can lose your job on YouTube. Look at the dumb fool that went and recorded somebody home, and he lost his channel. So you just have to be careful. And then Wendy Williams just hates R. Kelly. I don't hate R. Kelly, but I don't like what he's been alleged of doing. He's definitely a sick man if it's true. And she said yesterday, I ain't said no alleged. I seen with my own eyes. I guess she know what she's talking about. But then when she said R. Kelly wasn't in the Me Too movement. I disagree. Anytime you do something to somebody, whether R. Kelly said, well, he got the permission from Aaliyah's parents. I should have never threw her in that. I left her out of that. And I understand Wendy's very, very upset about this R. Kelly thing. She's always had some beef out for R. Kelly. And she has every right to, and we should too. Or any sick person to do something to somebody underage. What the hell? First of all, how the hell did your parents... And she just I didn't like it. I love Wendy y'all to death. Hopefully she fixes it. Hopefully by the time you guys see this video in the morning, I'm hoping and praying that she fixed this. Please, Wendy, fix this. Y'all know she be watching my show. Anyway, I'm PT y'all. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I haven't forgot. And I know you say, PT, where the celebrities at? Child, they on their way they going to California because, they got the awards coming up so they can, even Lunell's not here. Speaking of Lunell, she is in Kentucky this weekend. So you guys stop by and tell her PT sent you. All right. And get you one of these t-shirts and check out the show. Her shows do sell out. Shout out to Chris O'Baby. Now listen, her shows do sell out, so you better go ahead and get you a ticket right now. You can get it online. You go to heylunell.com and get your ticket because I'm telling you, she will sell out. And after this big show in Kentucky, next in line is the Globe Theater in Los Angeles, California. Okay? So I hope you guys are prepared. And listen, by the way, I'm still looking for donations for and sponsorship for me to go to LA. Listen, the tickets are high as hell. And I know out of all of these people watching this damn show, somebody got a hookup on the airline. I'm pretty good on the hotels, but I cannot believe it's so expensive to fly to LA. But hey, that's LA. So please don't force me to get on Spirit. Okay? I know somebody out there is watching this show that got the hookup. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. And listen, I don't have PayPal on my YouTube channel anymore, but if you'd like to send me an email for that link, that's comedianpt@yahoo.com or ptshowbiz@gmail.com. ptshowbiz.5@gmail.com. I'm also working on my website, which is going to be ptshowbiz.5.com. It should be up and running by this weekend or hopefully by Monday or Tuesday. Also, I am going to be sending out gifts to the people who have been giving donations to my show, and I appreciate you so, so much. Make sure whatever you do, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you please follow me on Twitter. That's comedian_PT on Twitter. My Facebook, of course, is PT the Comedian or Comedian PT. And, of course, my Instagram is PT Showbiz. All right? I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. And I did something tonight. I want to know if you guys noticed it, okay? If you noticed it, leave a comment below or send me an email. Make sure you subscribe. Don't play with me. Subscribe. Shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to A View is a View. Shout out to Alicia for celebrating her birthday yesterday. Hatasha, I'm still waiting to get an email from you. Shout out to all my regular people who watch me every day and who support me so much. I'm so excited about going to LA. So let's make it happen. I love you guys. You guys take care. And I'll see y'all soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.